What's up guys, Dave here from JDH Reptiles. I've been getting a lot of people asking what I do as far as an incubator for my snake eggs. So today I'm going to break everything down, show you what products I use, tell you where I get them from, give you an idea of the cost, and then tell you how I set everything up. Alright guys, so right here is what I use for the substrate. It's perlite. I get this bag at our local Menards. It's like a hardware store. You know, you can probably find it at Lowe's. You might be able to find it at Home Depot. And it typically runs about $4 a bag. And it's 8 quarts. So this will actually make, for me, it'll make 2 to 3 clutches worth of perlite for substrate. Now this stuff doesn't have Miracle Grow in it. Really, it's just pretty basic perlite. I think I've gone through like 2 bags and the 8 clutches that we've had. So, I mean, really it's affordable. Next on the list is going to be the tubs I use. Alright, so what we have here is my egg box. This is called the Really Useful Box. This is the 9-liter size. Comes with a lid. Comes with the box. And right here will be a handle that would go over and snap and lock the lid in place. These can be purchased at Home Depot. You can also purchase them on Amazon. Now I purchased 8 of these tubs. I got mine on Amazon and they were like $8 a piece. So really, again, it's not super cheap if you were to go buy the Rubbermaid tubs or like dollar store tubs. But I'll show you why we're going to use these tubs when we get to the incubator. Now before we get to the incubator, I'm going to show you what you need to do with these. First of all, again, you need to snap off the handle that would hold the lid on. Second, I have these holes, one here and one here. They're on opposite corners of the box. It's a 1/4 inch hole. It's used for ventilation inside of the tub. The lid will just sit on top. It does not need to be locked in place. This will be sufficient. So next what you're going to do is you're going to take your perlite. I use a plastic strainer. I put the perlite in the strainer. It's probably better you do this outside or wear a mask because the perlite does dust very, very heavy, and when you breathe it in, it hurts. So I recommend you do it outside. You put it in the strainer, and you can use a garden hose and just spray it. You don't want to soak it, but you want to spray enough. I get it a little bit wet, I mix it around, get some of the dust out of it, some of the lighter particles fall out of the strainer, spray it a little more. And what you want to do is you want to be able to take a clump of it, squeeze it, no water comes out, but when you open up your hand, it stays clumped together. And I have an egg box all made up. I'll show you exactly how it looks. Alright guys, here's my egg box. Now it's been in my incubator. I like to set these up ahead of time. So that's why it's a little wet on the inside. But I'm going to show you what you're looking for. Basically you want to spray the perlite enough to where there's no standing water in the box. But when you grab a hold of it and squeeze it, no water comes out, but it stays clumped together. Okay? So I grab a handful, squeeze it, stays clumped together. That's what you're looking for. I put about a 2.5 inch bed. It's really all I do. Not even full 2 inches actually. Yeah, that's about it. 1.5 inches. Because I don't submerge my eggs. I literally just lay them in here. And I'll show you an egg box that's all made up. It's got eggs in it currently. And you'll see how I lay them in here. Now what's nice about these boxes and the way the incubator is set up is the water will evaporate in the incubator, hit the top of the incubator, and with the heat being set the way it is, moisture and air flows through the vents on the back of the box here. Here's the lid. The lid has very little water on it, and it sits loosely on top of the box, so I get plenty of humidity, plenty of heat in here, and I have eggs pip at about day 57, 58, if I don't cut them ahead of time, that is. Alright guys, so here we are down at the incubator. I'm going to open up inside. I'm going to let you guys see how I got it set up, and I'll explain some of the features. All right, first of all, I got this igloo cooler. It is 150 quarts. The reason for me getting 150 quart is I can hold 6 tubs in here comfortably, but more is on the inside, and I'll show you that in just a second. This was purchased through Amazon. I think I paid $91 for it. So far with 8 tubs, some perlite in this, you're about $175 in your incubator. So now, along with the box having the holes drilled in it, you also will drill 6 1/4-inch holes in your incubator. 3 in the front and 3 in the back. And that's how it works for me. Now, as far as the incubator on the inside, you see the water, the condensation building up on it. Alright, so what we do is we fill it full of water. The water level is just underneath the lip of these tubs. So you don't want the tubs themselves submerged in water. I have 2 150 watt heaters that are set at 90 degrees. I also have this little wave maker that just lays in here. It just circulates the warm water throughout the entire system. So inside these egg boxes, this is what the eggs look like laying in the substrate. I literally just lay them on the substrate. This clutch here I will be cutting on Monday, so we got about 4 days before this one will be cut. But these ones are almost ready to go. And then here we have a clutch of snakes inside waiting to have their first sheds. So when you have your eggs, what you'll do is you'll put them in the egg box, and you see this lip here? This is where the egg box hangs. So when you buy your incubator, you have to make sure that your egg box fits and hangs on the ledge. I bought 3 of these incubators before I got one that actually had the lip on the inside. You then just lay the top over it. Again, it's not secured super tight, but it is perfect. So that's what you're looking for, guys. Really, it's all about making sure you have the correct incubator or the correct igloo cooler, the one that has to have the little ledge around it in order for these boxes to hang inside there. So again, I'm using a 150 quart igloo cooler. I'm using 9-liter tubs. I have the holes drilled in them, and that's it. They go in there, the temperature's right, the humidity is always on point. As long as this stays closed, it's humid 99%. It works fantastic. So we have no issues. All of our eggs have been healthy except for one. Our very first clutch this year, if you've been watching our videos, you know one of them didn't make it out of the egg. Other than that, everything else has been 100% success rate. So this is what we're going to do on a larger scale for next season. If you've been following along, you'll see I'm building another water tub style out in the garage using a large upright freezer. So if you want to see more of that build, stay tuned, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because I'm going to get back to work on that here in the next couple weeks at the most, so I can get that one ready to go for next season. I want to get it tested out. I want to make sure it's working right, and I still need to get a couple parts for it. So thanks again, everybody. Have a fantastic day. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below. Otherwise, I have my link to my email address, Facebook, and Instagram as well. Say bye, Paige.
Bye-bye.